this is my master cylinder of the Simca. It's a Lockheed 992. And I've just had it refurbished at Contract Auto Engineering Limited in Stourport-on-Severn, in the UK. I'll put their details on at the end. But they've shot blasted it, bored it out, and re-sleeved it in stainless and a new kit. And I'm very pleased with that. And really quite an interesting video, so I'll let you have a look. Enjoy. Right, so I'm with Roy at, where are we, Roy? Classic
Contract Auto Engineering.
Okay.
Classic car brakes. Okay. Now, what we've got here is your cylinder.
Yeah.
And I'll just grab the shoe to quickly book that in.
Okay. Right.
So we'll look at your cylinder here. We'll just initially book it in.
Yeah.
And then we'll take it down the bottom to the strip section. And the boys will do their bit. Now the normal thing we'll do, and I'll get them to do it so you've got it all, is we would photograph what comes in.
Okay.
Now the reason why we do that is something like this. Okay. Now if we were to remove those parts and send it back without that,
yeah, I'd say where is it?
You're going to shout.
Yeah.
Okay. So we like to have a pictorial record of every single item that comes in.
You can't argue with that, can you?
No.
Yeah.
And sometimes it does save us some grace, because sometimes we will have a customer say, I sent this in.
Yeah.
Photograph says.
Of course, yeah.
So it works both ways. Okay. So let's go down the bottom.
Okay.
Okay. This is the booking bulletin. Jim.
Steve, how you doing?
Steve.
So what's your job, Steve?
A bit of everything really.
Okay.
Take apart. Oh yeah, I'll do it. Yeah. Oh, it's already been taken. Yeah. Oh, I'm not sure. Just photograph it as you see it there. And you roll it in. Okay. Well, I'll take the bits there, put them there so he knows that all the bits are there.
Okay.
Like
Yeah. Yeah.
Dropping the thing on the bits up as well. Yeah. While he's doing that, I could always use the bits up for him. Okay,
So you get used to the pressure on them and that you do when you know where they're going to go and not like when it's like that. Nothing inside, no what's it?
Yeah, nice. Nice, yeah.
That's what happens over the years.
Did you want that off that?
By thousands of old and vintage household items. To get the full list, text the word stuff to 822.
Tap that comes off and then you take that off.
Well, that won't be threaded on the outside.
I mean,
it's got to stay in that direction,
yeah,
isn't
so,
it?
I mean, that can stay on there when you blast the whole lot. You've got to be careful with the thing, that's all. That one first. Nah, find another socket. I might choose the old line as well.
Well, that doesn't matter.
I'll still put half in one and taking half in one anyway.
I guess there's no way of testing that switch, is there? Well, with that, no way of testing the switch.
The only way you'll do that, just bear in mind, like we say, you've got a couple of top and bottom.
Yeah.
If you can put a new switch on, just put a smear of stud lock, top and bottom.
A smear of what?
Stud lock.
Right.
Just smear top and bottom of your washer, and when you turn it again, it won't leak.
Right.
If you can't dry, you may not be successful. Okay? Then normally, you would clean that.
Yeah.
Okay?
I can't imagine that's going to work. Can you? I mean, I'll probably just refit that as a seal and put a mechanical switch on.
We'll put that to the glass piece for it. I was going to say it'd probably be quicker.
Okay. Yeah.
This is what's in there is glass bead.
Right.
It doesn't do any damage.
Yeah.
The big machine, and we use high tensile wire in that is shot. In actual fact, it's recovered from old tyres,
Okay.
radials, and the metalworking tire. They chop it up, and this is what the shop glass companies sell us. Very good, but it's a bit more abrasive. It'll clean these things nicely.
Heavy duty stuff. Yeah.
But the smaller stuff we do in the house.
Yeah,
That'll
okay.
take a few minutes.
Can we actually see in there, is it?
It's got that. It needs some nippers.
So what brand of car would you say you do the most? A lot of Jag stuff, or?
We get a lot of Rovers.
Okay.
Jag.
Yeah.
Lots of Jag.
British stuff mainly, or?
Yeah, mainly all British. Yeah, well, you say that, yeah, when you think about it, mainly all British. Aston Martin.
Right.
A lot for Aston Martin.
Well, this is up a French car, so a bit of a change for you.
Big one, it's on a 20-minute cycle, so it takes longer.
Okay.
So in the long run, it's quicker to do it in the
So
long
this is
one.
after about 5 minutes.
Yeah, a couple of minutes, but eventually it'll all be like that eventually in about another 40 minutes.
Okay. What are you working on?
There's the driver color.
So that'll need new pistons, will it, that?
Yeah, they're pure rusted.
So are these not available new, or?
I mean, I guess they are, but it's cheaper.
Yeah, it's nice to use the original stuff, isn't it?
Yeah.
So is this generally your job, stripping stuff down?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Just usually wash the pieces after.
But this could be a DIY job, this, couldn't it, really? If you
Yeah, pretty much, yeah.
putting new cylinders in, just new seals and clean it up. Do you split it?
Yeah. Take the whole thing apart.
Right. And is there any sort of gasket between these two pieces?
Yeah, there's like a little thing here,
Right.
and we have to put that back in now.
Okay. That's everything loose now, isn't it?
Yeah. Sometimes they can break if they're a bit too rusty.
Yeah. I'll go and look at mine. How's it looking?
Getting there. Just needs a little bit round the edges round there, and just put round there really.
Taking your time, aren't you?
I know. It's laying on the workers. Just put in undercut on here.
So what's this you're making?
It's a sleeve for a tandem master cylinder.
Okay.
Bedford master cylinder.
Right, okay. So these sleeves, do you make them all, or do you buy them in, or?
We buy the sleeves in as length, well the steel in as
Oh, those are sleeves there, are they?
And then
Right.
When the jobs come over, the cylinders,
Yeah.
we cut measure them up, cut
Yeah.
the sleeves to length,
Yeah.
and some have got circlips, so you put a circlip through.
Right, okay.
Depends on the job, you know.
So you bore the cylinder out to match the sleeve, is that how you do it?
Yes,
Right.
yeah. That's that one.
So what's that groove you put in there? What's that for?
That's a circlip groove.
Right, okay.
And what it is, when it's all assembled,
Yeah.
what it is, we bore that out, but it's a bigger diameter, so it takes the circlip
I'm with
groove
you.
out.
Yeah,
so when
yeah.
we put the new
Yeah.
sleeve in, you need that circlip groove back in
To hold it all together.
to hold. Yeah, yeah.
Yeah,
When
that's
it's
it.
assembled, that holds
Yeah.
it up. That's that.
So we're done. Excellent.
And then I'll pass it over to Paul then.
Okay.
And while Paul's doing that, I'll clean the bits.
All right. Okay. So do you clean those in ultrasonic or something, or
Just the same way as that, just say we've
All
just
right.
done it now, but it's a lot quicker to do the bits
Okay.
in the cylinder.
Okay. So Paul, what are we going to do with this now?
Right, what we do, we'll measure it up first, the sleeve, and what length the sleeve's got to be, what size. So first of all, get a manual.
Okay.
And looking at it, as I guess, it's 1 inch.
It is well done. Yeah, 1 inch. Yeah.
Yeah, so that's a 1 inch. Because all these are adjustable cutters, you can adjust them to.
Ah, right. So these are.
You can vary the sizes.
Yeah.
'Cause different materials cut different sizes.
I've forgotten the name of them.
They're just adjustable cutters. There's a. Cardboard tips, but there's adjustable boring cutters.
Ream. Are they reamers?
Ream, a type of ream,
Right.
but they're adjustable.
Okay. Yeah.
You know,
Gotcha. Yeah.
So what we do then, so I'll establish the size first, which is 1 inch.
Yeah.
What I always do as well, because you start from there
Yeah.
with this sleeve, it only comes up to there.
Yeah.
So what we have is a pusher, so a 1 inch pusher. I always set them before I bore it. This is only an estimate, and then I'll measure it later. So now that should be my depth there, which is going to be 8 mil. So what we do, we put them down on here. So this is a single line master cylinder. What's your
Jim.
So it's a single line master cylinder. That's just for our reference.
Yeah.
And, it's 1 inch, 1/2. The sleeve type is 2. The sleeve type, some we do. I'll show you. That's only a short version, but what it is, that's a number 2 type sleeve. It's got just the back, it's backed off, and it's got a lead for the seals to insert it.
And that's a lead to push it in, is it?
Yeah, it just gives it that
Yeah.
bit of
Just a start.
start. Yeah.
Yeah.
A number 1 sleeve is, you haven't got that on the back. You've got the same each end, like on a double end wheel cylinder,
Right,
because
okay.
you need to put the
Yeah,
piston and the
yeah,
seals in from
yeah,
each side.
yeah.
So you have that on both ends.
I'm with you.
That's all that.
Right. Okay.
The sleeve type. So that's that. I said it's 8mm, the depth. And I'll just measure the sleeve. That sleeve is 95 length.
YouTube might pull this video because of the music, you know. So keep talking.
What was that? Sorry?
YouTube, they pull the video if they can hear music in the background.
Oh,
Don't worry about it. If we keep talking, we'll drown it out.
yeah, okay, yeah. And so what we do, I'll cut the sleeve now, I've measured it out.
Okay. Yeah.
And that's a reference, you know, because sometimes...
So that's the length 95, so 4 inch or so. Yeah.
Yeah, yeah.
Okay.
So I'll get a piece of 1 inch tube now, which I'll cut off pieces.
Right.
Yeah, put that in there later. We do what's called cross-hatching, you're probably
Yeah,
aware of it.
yeah.
And it puts like...
Like on a cylinder in an engine.
yeah, yeah, and it's to retain the oil. In this case, it's to retain the oil, to help to.
Give it a kick. Yeah.
Yeah, a bit of a key, yeah.
Yeah.
So we do that on all the cylinders.
Right. Okay, I'm going to cut it to length now.
Yeah. That's a 95mm then.
So you've cut it and put the lead on at the same time?
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah, and then I'll just tidy it up at the back now.
Okay.
And I've done the same on the piece. I've just took this off so that it's ready
to go. Yeah.
You do get sometimes a variant on the depth, but generally they're much the same.
How long have you been doing this?
15 months now.
Oh right, okay. Were you in engineering before?
Yeah, always, yeah. Different types of production and that, you know.
Yeah. Interesting this, there's a bit of everything with this job.
Yeah. Take any frays off. Obviously the same. I'll put the mandrel in.
That's the mandrel we first checked the size with?
Yeah.
Right,
Yeah.
okay, yeah.
So what I also need is the bush. It's only a guide, but because that's for a smaller job what I was doing earlier.
Yeah.
So now we'll get the bigger one to do. They're all ready in size.
Okay. It's a good old lathe this, isn't it?
Yeah, yeah.
How old do you reckon it is?
I don't know if this is out.
1950?
It's Australian. It's got to be that sort of age.
Yeah.
Just an hydraulic clamp. Now we'll wind that in now till it stops there.
Yeah.
Just come back in touch. Otherwise, the pressure will just crack the cylinder. Now that's lined up now. Now when that comes across, because them two are in line.
Okay.
In the side now, and that now is lined up with this.
And it knows where to stop when it comes back.
On the adjustment, there's some dead stops on
Gotcha,
it.
yeah.
So it'll always stop there.
Yeah. Right. So that's just a chuck to hold that, is it?
Yeah.
Okay.
Now what we do to get the depth, once we put the cutter in, is we'll wind the slide up till it stops. Then this is a guide, now we'll set that. So now, we know we're going to bore that out to that tube, that tube length.
Yeah.
So we'll put some coolant on.
So what's the wall thickness of that?
The varies as you go.
Can I have a look?
Yeah. As you go
Less than a
bigger.
millimetre, isn't it?
No, that one's probably about 1.5 mil.
You think?
The smaller you go, the thinner they are.
Yeah.
1.2.
Okay, yeah.
But as you go up in size, that does increase.
Yeah.
And we do a variation of a thicker one, where we use that mainly when we put the circuit grooves in. Because if we use the thin one, it's
split, yeah.
Yeah. You can see it there. As long as it does flash it. What we do, we take a little clip first, and then tie it on the tube. So that
You know you've got the wrong cutter in then, do you?
what was that, sorry?
You know you've got the right cutter in if that's going to fit.
Well, yeah, but you can adjust it, so.
Right.
Now, like if I was doing an aluminium cylinder, it's
Yeah.
all cut different to a test one.
Okay, yeah.
So I may need to adjust this now.
Right.
It does need adjusting a touch on.
Is that too tight or too loose?
too
tight.
Now on an alloy one, that would probably be fine.
Right. It would force its way in, would it? Is that, yeah.
It cuts, they all cut differently.
Right.
When it saves time after when you're mounting them, because we own them after. Once we fitted the sleeve, we go over onto the owning machine and we own them.
All right. For the final fit?
Yeah.
Yeah, okay.
And then once the sleeve's pushed in, we will own the internal, and that is again for retaining the oil
Yeah, yeah.
whatever on there. But that
So it's all by eye now, is it? Eye and by feel?
yeah. You can check it, you can mic that up,
Yeah.
and you can check the tube, but it never works out because
Yeah.
if the tools are a bit warm, if it's a good clean cutting one, it gives you a different.
And are these 100% round? You know?
As far as I know,
Yeah, from the factory, yeah.
Them pretty, they may be, I don't know if they're all.
Right, okay, yeah.
Them pretty,
Yeah.
pretty good. And the bigger the tubing, you've got more give as well.
Right,
You
yeah.
know, so,
Yeah.
so, that should be okay. We'll put that in Travis. And we'll just stop it when it gets.
Automatic feed, is it?
Yeah.
Yeah. We'll stop now, so that's cut now, yeah?
Yeah. So that, yeah, but that's.
Yeah. This is going to be honed now just to get the final interference fit. That looks good to me. You happy with that?
Touch more, I don't need to bind them.
Right.
I'll just give it a touch more.
Okay,
And
yeah.
That'll do.
I suppose it might deform if you force it in too tight, would
Yeah,
it?
it does, and you can crack the cylinder. See, it's not an exact science in the
Sure.
fact that you know.
Yeah.
Like on the aluminium jobs, they're a bit more delicate than these.
Yeah.
These can stand a little bit more, but I won't do too much. Mainly at this bottom end. So I'll clean this now and that should be ready to push that there. Yeah, that'll do.
Happy with that?
Yeah, yeah.
Good. So they've been washed off. And we're just going to go into some brake cleaner now, yeah?
Yeah. Any grease off the edge.
Right, so nice and clean. So this is a thread lock substance, is it? Loctite or something, or?
Yeah.
Bond lock, okay.
So we put a smear all round now. I used to do it. Make sure it covers all the surface. Same on the tube and the sleeve.
So how long does this take to go off, this glue?
Normally probably takes half hour. Once you take the air out of it, once
Right.
it's pressed in and there's no air,
Right.
it goes off.
Okay. And I guess it acts as a bit of a lube, does it, to push
Yeah,
it in?
it does, it helps because stain, when you pushing stains.
Yeah.
I just took that depth on pushing it in. Like I said, it was 8 mil, but I wanted to check after. Yeah. So that's ready now to press in. What we'll do now, we'll put it onto the press.
Right. Shouldn't need a lot, should it?
No. And that's where you have to be careful of some of them because if you put too much pressure on all the tube tight, you just crack the seal.
Right.
Just clean everything in there, get rid of the excess glue.
Okay. Right, so we're all glued in and sealed up, so now we're going to drill this. This is the intake, isn't it, as it were,
Yeah.
for the... Never be hungry. So you see this cylinder a lot, do you? This
Yeah,
little
this
1
one's
inch?
quite common, yeah. Various sizes, similar cylinder, but
You can buy these for about 20 quid, these cylinders, but these are offset on mine.
Oh,
And
right, yeah.
they're the other
Yeah.
way on. I think they use them a lot on Renault and so on.
oh yeah. What's it off this one?
A Simca.
Oh, Go to the small drill now. 1 mil.
And what's that hole? Is that to let air out, is it, or something?
Yeah,
or?
it's like to relieve the pressure.
Right, well it wouldn't be air, would it?
No, it's for the oil too.
Yeah. Yeah.
It's like a bypass. I forget what they call it now. Royal Tellier on that one.
How many leads do you break?
Quite a few, to be honest. I'll show you how to break one now.
So I guess that leaves a little bird, does it? On the yeah.
And we'll stretch that out with the owning now. And also, like I say, we put the cross up.
Okay. Just putting some cross hatch on now, and this will take off the burr from that drill hole. Done? Right, do some video. So you sure my bit's cleaned up?
Yeah,
They
this
look like new, don't
It's
they?
all your stuff done, mate. Well, we try and clean them as best we can, actually. And we try and use whatever comes in, we try and put back in.
Yeah.
So, you know, it's... If there's any bits like that we can't use, then Royal, he'll make some.
Right.
Or he'll make a piston, or, you know.
You made a piston for... I brought a Jag one in and you had to make a piston for me.
Yeah, no, so but there's always down that road, like, so... Yeah, so we'll put it back together for you.
So who makes these rubber parts now? Are they British or foreign, or do you know where they come from?
You can get them from all over the place. We have some from abroad, from it depends.
I suppose Lockheed have disappeared now.
Yeah, it depends on where we can get them from at the time, basically.
Yeah.
Put that on last.
How long have you been doing this?
I've been this is my 17th year now.
Right, okay.
Me and Steve there with the longest one.
Can you do this in your sleep? But it's quite a common piston, this, isn't it?
It's one of them things, when you've done that many, it just sticks with you. Simple as that. You know. It's been commented before, like, if you remember all this stuff, you just do. You know, if you remember a mechanic, you know how to put an engine back together, sort of thing. All this is silicone grease, that's all that is.
Right.
Very silicone grease. It ain't gonna work nothing else.
Right, okay. And the brake fluid will sort of dissolve that, will it, and work with it,
If you, sometimes with the red grease, it can go a bit hard.
Right.
So, silicone grease in cylinders, best stuff to use for this.
So what are all the bits? Do you know the names and everything, or?
Well, this is your little valve. This will go on the bottom. This just regulates how much fluid goes into the cylinder.
Right.
That'll go on the bottom of the spring, which will be right in the bottom. Some cylinders will have them in, some won't. The brake cylinders, they'll always have on it, the brakes. But the clutches, 9 times out of 10 won't have on it.
Right.
So that goes in first. Then you've got your main seal, which is this. Shimmy. Just making that it's not sticking anywhere.
Yeah. Happy with that?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Just get them glued.
Do you want me to hold it down?
No, I'll do it. So done too many of them. That's the actual cylinder put that together.
Good.
So now what we do is we test it. All I'm doing on that, that's your control port.
Right.
So all I'm doing while I'm doing that is I'm just making sure that the seal is sat over that port. Otherwise you wouldn't be able to bleed it.
Right.
So you always make sure that that's clear.
Okay. So this is what's going to test
Yeah,
it?
this is what's going to test it there. So that's now ready to be tested.
Okay.
So once we press that, just put pressure into the, which is 4.1 bar. Don't ask me what that is, I've got a clue.
Right.
And then it'll stabilise. So we don't want that. It can drop down one.
Right,
But we'd rather it stay where it is. If it stays where it is, so we know
Solid,
it's going to pass. Yeah.
Bit like a leak test.
Yeah, so that should go green, and that's cylinder name, so that's good. That's it.
That's all the important stuff done, I guess, is it?
Yeah. So I mean, that is the actual process done. But what I'll do, just to make sure that the ports are working, what we do is we just drop some, a bit of brake fluid in there,
Yeah.
push the piston in, brake fluid in there, hold the back,
Feel the pressure.
then let it go, yeah, and then that should go straight into the ball then. If
Right.
that goes in the ball, you're going to have no hassle.
Sorted, okay.
100% free, trackable, fully insured selling pack. And all you
So we
need
do.
It's really high tech, isn't it?
It, oh,
Milk bottle of...
yeah, but it's, you know, but it
Yeah,
works.
yeah,
It's, you know.
that's it, yeah. I'm not
So
knocking
all you
it.
do is you push that right down to the bottom,
simple, safe,
so your piston's right down as far as it'll go. You just drop that in there,
and cash in your bank within 48
and then hopefully,
Just text gold
when I let that go,
There it goes, yeah.
and that is telling you that that port is going to be absolutely full.
Excellent.
So yeah,
Thank you, Paul.
that is your process.
Okay.
Just finish that. I'll put that watcher back on for you. Put your boot on.
This is the new way to sell your car. This is the motorway. Sell your car at motorway.co.uk.
So what are these off?
So this is off the old, the original Triumph Roadster 2000.
Yeah.
And what people commonly call the Bergerac car.
Yeah.
Okay. Now this has the same problem you've got, or you might have, with your switch there.
Right.
Because it sits in that one there.
Yeah.
Okay. Same thing. And most of those, when we get them here, they're scrap.
Yeah.
They don't work.
Yeah.
Okay. But there is, I believe the clubs have got a switch for it. But coming back to what you said earlier about a lot of these modern switches, not very good. They're quite right, they're not very good.
Yeah.
And I sort of say that the Jaguar, what Jaguar did, they brought these Chinese ones, and then they went back to the UK stores. So if you buy one from the Jaguar dealer now, the likes of Manners and Barrett's,
Right.
you should get the OE one. Should come in a Jaguar bag.
Okay.
And that, but I don't think that will fit this because yours is going straight through.
Yeah.
So you might have a problem with that unless you could make up an extension. But then it might look a bit odd. So I don't know. But the point you've got with that is, are any of the clubs running to this particular car? Have they sold it?
They remake these.
Yes. That's Chinese.
Yeah, I'm not a fan of new stuff, to be
I
honest.
know. Chinese, Turkey, Korea.
Yeah.
Forget it. And again, you see, if you've got a concourse car and you get points for originality, you put one of these on, fine, you've got your original cylinder on there. You've got a Chinese one on. You're not going to win the course, are you?
I'm not going to win any competitions though. So.
But some people do that.
Oh yeah,
that's their life.
yeah.
That's exactly
Down to every nut, bolt and washer, isn't it? Yeah.
I know. But there you go. So, okay. So,
Well, Roy, thank you very much. That's excellent service,
the process.
and I'll send you a link when it's done. And
yeah,